Hello everyone, it is Toby from Toby's Urbansketch, and today we are sketching this scene. So it's just a really quick sketch. All I'm using is a fountain pen with some water-soluble ink in and a travel brush on some hot press paper. I just want to talk to you about how we can create this scene very quickly. Maybe we're sat outside, and this is how I sketched on my recent holiday. I just did loads of scenes like this, then I came home and added some colour, and it meant that while I was really cold outside, I could get these lovely scenes. I could bring them to life back home or leave them like this. So let's get sketching. Of course, if you enjoy this, please do like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what you think of this sketching. So let's get sketching. So I'm using my Lamy Safari pen. It's got some black ink in it, and it's water soluble. And like I said, we're going to just have a little fun here and see exactly why hot press paper and ink can be so much fun, so loose, so interesting. Now we've got this scene which we're going to spread out as a kind of panoramic view. I'm going to start with what I think is probably the crux of the image, which is this lovely tower up in the middle. We're going to go nice and loose. So this is going to be a sketch where we wash the ink. This is soluble ink. We just wash it and we create textures, shape and fun from that. And you'll see the hot press paper, it's smooth, it's slippy and slidey, and it means our colours and our ink will move all over far more readily than in cold press paper. And if you're interested in more of the differences, I've done a video recently about this, but fundamentally you get sort of less texture but more ability to move your paint for longer or move your ink by using this hot press paper. I used to use it all the time, but I've come to love the loose and textural approach you get with cold press paper, so I'm much more frequently found using that now. Anyway, all I'm doing in this sketch is creating these shapes, these kind of horizon line or silhouette line sketches. Just grabbing shapes, not worrying too much about the exact sort of correctness of what I'm doing, rather just trying to get that feel of an expansive skyline. And I think we can already see we're doing that, and I think the tip to a nice skyline is up and down, but also having a nice flow. So you can see this reference flow goes up and down at the edges, so it's kind of already done for us, having that feel. And all I'm doing then is just finding all those shapes, and they're just a series of rectangles or parallelograms, so nothing really complicated. And if we take the pressure off having to get the proportions exactly right, we'll find it's actually very, very easy to sketch them in. We can use these sort of row of umbrellas and parasols and different sort of shop fronts and what they call that at the front, awnings. There you go. You can use these as the bottom of our image, so we can have this kind of flowing of ink in a couple of places. So just grabbing those shapes, and then we've got this lovely sort of, it's actually a railing going down a steep slope. Although you wouldn't know that from the reference, but we can use that as well. So you've got this double silhouette line, the top and the bottom, and that's all we need to do to start with. So I'm just going to come in with a clean brush, quite a lot of water on it, and we're going to move this ink around, and we're going to create some lovely sort of tone and just shape and just fluidity to our image. What we want is for the darkest tones to be at the top and have this feel that it's sort of coming down towards the bottom. We can do that just by being nice and loose and touching into that ink and helping it move around. Underneath we can do the same again, so we can have these kind of double layer again of dark, light, dark. So we're emphasizing these important shapes at the top and the bottom. Just really easily, simply moving stuff around. We can touch in a little bit more here and there. Now, while things are still a little bit damp, I'm going to come back in. What you'll notice is how far this ink has moved. And that's a lot further, at least in my experience, than it's easy to get ink to move on cold pressed paper. So for this kind of loose sketching where we're looking for real flow of all our inks, sketching in this manner on hot pressed paper is really fun. Just produces a very different effect, a more fluid effect. I'm just sketching nice and quickly now, just reinforcing some of those lines from before. And again, we're not too worried about the specifics, the exact correctness or whatever. We already have that tone built in, we already have that detail, and what we need to do is work fairly quickly so that things are still flowing, still damp, so that we can come back again with our pen, with our brush, sorry, and again we can use some of that water on the page now just to move that ink around. So whilst I was out, I took this photo on holiday, and whilst I was out there I used this technique all the time because it's a really lovely way of sketching and grabbing a scene in front of you, making it come to life. You can see it's already feeling quite moody and interesting, and we've not been working on it very long at all. So what you can do, if you want to develop this kind of sketch, you can sit there in a cafe or on a bench. You can grab this sketch in just a few minutes, because if you look at the time, we've not been going long at all and we're almost done. So you can grab this kind of sketch really quickly outside on plein air, and then you can come back and you can add some colour to it. You can add some more details, you can add some more refining features, and you can see that this ink just moving it around, creating shapes, creating textures, and we're creating quite a dramatic image very quickly. What I'd like to do on top of this is just suggest a few more details. So we've got windows. I'm going to come in, I've got my pen upside down, and we can just build some of these details in a more sort of structured lines. Can add areas to suddenly, when we've got these loose shapes, suddenly there's this big contrast, and that's a really nice way to build the scene up. We can make something of the sort of the tops of buildings, of the chimneys, just poking up little sort of features, sharply defined features above all the loose chaos below. Well, that's not chaos, but you know what I mean. We don't have to draw every window, we don't have to finish everything that we draw either. We can just leave little suggestions, maybe a line here, a line there. But some of them we can make nicely finished. We can even draw the internal structure of the windows if we wanted. Again, buildings can flow together or they can be separated by lines. You can add little textural lines and little bits of movement around as well. Basically it's a fun, loose sketch. Might be a finished work, or it might be a preliminary piece, or it might be something that you come back and even maybe do an oil painting from when you're back home. But it's all about experimenting with those shapes and just having a bit of fun. And I'm just going to capture a couple more of these kind of lovely umbrella shapes, get a bit of the sort of these strong vertical lines coming down, which just suggest that there's more in front of us. And there we go, that is my loose sketch done on hot press paper using just a fountain pen. If we wanted to have a little bit more fun, we could even take our ink and give it a little splash in a couple of places. Or this is a lovely one if you've done it in a coffee shop, where you can then use your coffee to create a little circle around your coffee mug and just bring something else about the day into your sketch. But there you go, a really quick sketching idea, also showing off the value of hot press paper and how much you can move ink around and have it create these different effects. Hope you've enjoyed that. Please do let me know in the comments what you think of this sketching style, and most of all, have fun and get out there and do some sketching.